Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are well and fine. Today we will start with a new lesson again taken from Social and Political Life, Chapter 6, Understanding Media. Now when I say media, you will be very well aware of its importance, right? As we are all updated with the media and what is the role played by media in the society and in the country, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using media, okay? So to begin with the lesson, we have to first see the objectives of this, and there are four main objectives in this lesson, and the first one is to understand the role played by media in our daily lives. Second, to critically evaluate the influence of media in our various issues related to the society at large. Third, to develop the skill required to critically analyze a newspaper report or a TV coverage of an event. And lastly, to develop, encourage, and appreciate the story article in media put forward by the narrator and author, besides so many challenges and shortcomings. To begin with the lesson, we have to first know what is media or importance of media. And to begin with, we have to first know the definition, which goes, when communication is undertaken on one-to-one basis in the form of letters and telephone, it's called personal communication, whereas when the communication is between many, it is known as mass communication. Together, these are collectively called media. Media communication refers to the different ways in which we can communicate in the society through newspapers, magazines, journals, radio, TV, internet, letters, and films, etc. So, the combinations of personal communication and mass communication collectively is known as media. And the examples of media communications are newspapers, magazines, journals, radio, TV, internet, films, etc. Okay. Now we have to see the next topic, changes in technology. Now in this topic we will see how does technology has changed according to the change of society. Okay, according with the passage of time, how this technology has really taken a new form and shapes. Now different types of stages enactment in different cultures were the first form of mass media. With the passage of time, technology changed, and in 1453 Johannes Gutenberg's invention on printing press brought print revolution. With a crowd of technology in the 20th century, duplicate materials were available in large numbers. Printing, record processing, and film duplications has made it possible to make duplicate books, newspapers, and films at low prices for a large number of people. Thus, on the basis of technology use, mass media came to be classified as print media and electronic media. So students, in the year 1453, a person named called Johannes Gutenberg, he was the first person who invented printing press that introduced print revolution. Okay, and with the passage of time and with the growth of technology, large number of duplicate materials was being invented, where duplicate books, okay, records, movies, all these were being manufactured in a duplicate ways, and in that way people were making loads of money. And because of this reason, technology or mass media was divided into two groups. First is print media and the second one is electronic media. Now we will see what is the role of technology in electronic media. In the past 2 decades, we have witnessed rapid technical growth in electronic media. The internet and cable TV has reached out to a large number of people, including the remote and rural areas, connecting it with the rest of the world. Technology has been responsible for bringing changes in the way we think and perceive. Electronic gadgets have reduced the distance across the world, while satellites and cable coverage has helped to bring images and entertainments from across the world to our homes. Now, here, students, we have to know how technology has really changed the life of the people. Okay, especially we will see that today, all over the world, even in the remote and rural areas, each and every household, we will see there is a cable TV connections that has reach out and unite the people. Okay, all over the world it unites the people, and not only that, people get information or keeps updated of what is going around in and around the world. Now electronic gadgets and social medias like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp has really connected the people. Although we cannot connect, although we cannot see face to face, we cannot touch with one another, but still then we are all connected through social medias that really bring us together. And the world satellites, okay, the satellites and cable coverage has really helped us to bring different types of images and entertainments directly to our homes without any difficulties and challenges, right? So this technology has really played a very important role in electronic media. Now we will see the role of money in media. The technology that the media uses keeps on changing according to the advanced machines introduced. To keep ahead in business and its competitors, latest technology is always used, which in turn requires a great deal of money. In bringing our favorite programs, a number of people like technicians, cameramen, lightmen, sound recorders, and several artists have to be paid for the services they provide. The most popular form of earning revenue is through advertisement. The main purpose of advertisement is to influence the audience and encourage them to buy their products. Now, when I say money and when I connect with the media, you have to first of all know that media it's not free of cost. Everything has to be paid, okay? Starting from the small cameraman to the technicians, even the makeup artists, everyone is being paid. And since media is also like a business, to get the latest technology and to compete with its competitors, they have to get updated with all the latest technology, which in turn, to get the latest technology, they will require a great deal of money. Okay, nothing is free of cost. Now, for example, you have to see the advertisement, the cartoons, the TV serials, the movies that which we see in the television is also money. Okay, media, like I said, is never free of cost, and the most easiest way to earn money is through advertisements. And the main purpose of advertising is to attract and influence the audience so that it will encourage them to buy their products. So in that way, media is always connected with money. If there is no money, then media has no use. Media is a useless form platform. Okay, so you have to know very well how money and media is closely interconnected and related with one another. Now we will see role of media in democracy. Democracy works on the principle of participation and has the capacity to create an informed opinion. It is thus essential that people have access to information for a healthy growth of democracy. Firstly, access to information ensures that citizens make responsible, informed choices rather than act of ignorance and misinformation. Secondly, information serves as a check on elected representatives to see that they carry out their work according to the needs of the people. Keeping all this in mind, media should play a constructive role and should provide balanced report without judgmental on any issues. It should not be under the control of influence under anybody's opinion. The Right to Information Act 2005 is an act of parliament which allows private citizens to request information from a public authority. Media should be independent, but in reality, media is not that independent, and the reason for this are a. Control of government on media, and second, influence of the people who owns the media house. Now, since media is also connected with the democracy, and like I said, media is an independent body, it is very important to know that media should be very constructive when they provide information to the people, because one small misunderstanding in media really creates a chaos among the people, right? And also, media should keep in mind that whenever they provide any information, it should be a balanced report. They should not be in favor of anyone, neither they should not be carried away with the amount of money that is being thrown on them. Now, media should also check on the elected representatives or the elected leaders that came out through that has been elected by the people. They have to check on them to make sure that they don't misuse their power, but they are always carry out their work according to the needs of the people. They should see that those elected representatives always carry out their work according to the needs of the people. But when we see in reality, media is not always independent as we expect, okay? And the reason why media is not independent is because media is always on the control of the government pressure. And secondly, those media people who owns the media houses, they always pressurize the media persons to always cover up those what to say. And secondly, we see that those people who owns the media house, they always try to put a pressure on the media person by actually covering the actual information. And when it comes in the newspaper, it always the unseen. Okay, those things which is did not happen at all. Also, they always try to publish on the newspaper, but actually they whatever we see in the newspaper actually is not real all the time, because most of the time they try to cover up, and in that way media becomes like a pressure, okay, upon them, and in that way it becomes an independent organization. Now when we see the next topic, now we will see the next topic, that is media ethics and accountability. Media in a democracy should shoulder the responsibility on the following reasons. Media should not favor any political party or any particular opinion, helping the government to take follow up actions on matters concerning the people, providing information and promoting participation of people in a democratic process and institution. It is often said that media is the storehouse of information in a democracy. The media cannot function independent of the government, and government cannot function properly without media. It is through media that we comes to know about the issues related to the functioning of the government. So here what we have to understand is media acts like a third person between the people and the government. Now in the conclusion we can say that media is critical for a democracy, and it's better to stay away from the influences of big business houses. Government should not try to impose a censorship or control on it. Readers and viewers should understand and evaluate the news presented by the media impartially. Moreover, media have to be more accountable to the people. A free press is a blessing for the people and should open platform to the people to raise their voices. But if the stakeholders are not vigilant, this blessing can be a curse. So, in conclusion, my students, we have to know that since media is an independent organization, it's like a blessing. It should be like a blessing to the people that should open up different platforms for the people to raise their voices. But if the people involved in the media doesn't exercise their duties properly, this blessing can be misused and it can turn as a curse. So students, I hope you have all understood this lesson. If you have any problem regarding any topic, please feel free to ask me anytime. Till then, take care, stay safe, and see ya.